Yo boys, it's your boy FPL Josh. I know I haven't done a video in about 2 weeks, but we're just going to do a video before the deadline, explain how my week's gone and some decisions I made that backfired. So I decided to hold Rashford this week. I was going to take a -4 into Madison, which would have been the best option. But instead I used a free transfer to get Zaha in, which you knew about, who I've had for 2 weeks, so it's not like it's a big differ there. I had a free transfer this week. Obviously, like I said, I used it. You know about that. I posted on my Discord. Most you will know about the Zaha thing. I had to take a -4 from Isaac to Tony, even though I've took a -8 between Isaac and Tony got a 1-pointer. So I lost out on 3 points there. So I might as well have just kept him, to be fairness. It was a bit of a crap show for me. And then obviously it's been a bad season this season. I took a -12 in the last couple of weeks and I took another -4 this week just to get in who I thought I should have had in the week before, which was Madison. So we move on to our teams. Apologising, my voice is sore at the minute, boys. I'm not too well. Right. Obviously, you see the ranks. The ranks plummeted. The ranks plummeted. We're not looking in a too good position right now, but there is only about 6 points between me and the top 1 mil, so I'm not worried. If I can bag a week this week where I get like a 15-pointer no one else gets, that'd be very nice. A Salah hat-trick would fly me up. You know, Madison's still doing well would fly me up because he's not actually got as much ownership still as like you think he would. He's not got a lot compared to what you think. And he has got some good games. 1, 2, 3, 4 games I'll be keeping him in for. I'd probably hold him out the City game, bench him and bring him back in for the Everton game and the West Ham game. He's probably in my play. I was going to bring him in last week when you know I was going to do this because I was on about this on my stream. I didn't do it. And of course, the one week I don't bring him in and decide against it, he gets an 18-pointer. But in fairness, I probably should have got him in because he has been getting a goal pretty much every other time. It was a no-brainer really, but I didn't. But I took a -4 from Trent and Rashford because I had a 1 free transfer into James and Madison. Madison against Bournemouth could easily get 2+ goals. James against Wolves, I think he'll get a clean sheet and an assist. So, and I don't think Trent will get that. Salah, I was going to get rid of KDB, but I thought, you know what, the others were better. And still, I've holded Salah the whole season for me. And bringing KDB in is a pointless move because then it's Liverpool City anyway the week after. And then he's got a blank in game week 12. So I'd essentially only have 2 weeks with him. And then I'd obviously go back into Salah anyway because the West Ham, Forest, Leeds fixture. And then he's got Tottenham, but then he's got Southampton, Villa, Leicester, Brentford, Brighton. He's got a nice run after that of fixtures. So why would I consider dropping him, even though everyone else has? It's not something I'm too worried about. He still bagged me a 5-pointer last week, only 3 off De Bruyne, and he bagged me a 10-pointer, Newcastle, 8 and a 12 there. In total, he's bagged me 43 this year. He's not bagged as much as KDB, obviously, but he'll have his time where he starts to throw like a hat-trick out of nowhere, like Son did, and then people will be back on the bandwagon for him again, if you ask me, so I ain't too worried about that. I've obviously had to bench Walker. You know, I had him. I thought, you know what, he'll be fit this week. Played 40 minutes, looked quite good. Come off, and he's got an abdominal injury till the 16th. So it's a bit of an annoying one for me because I did want to have 2 City defenders against Southampton. Now, I'm still quite confident that Sanchez will get a lot of save points and try to keep them out. I'm quite confident Trippier will probably get an assist or a goal. The way he's been playing, he's been phenomenal. He's got more ownership than Salah by like 15% at the minute, I think. Yeah, 51% have got him. He's a banging little player though, and the way Newcastle have been playing now, it won't shock me. I mean, it's Cancelo. I imagine he'll get 2 assists or an assist in this game, which really would not surprise me. How long have we even got to the game? Oh damn, we've got exactly 5 hours to that game. Okay, that's gonna be an interesting game. When's Tony on? 5 o'clock too. They all at 5 o'clock kickoffs. Or is Salah playing Sunday? Sunday. 6:30. We just got late kickoffs today. We got no early kickoffs. 4 o'clock. Well, it explains why the deadline's 1:30. There's no early kickoffs. I think there's no 4 o'clock kickoffs. Not 3 o'clock. Sorry, 3 o'clock kickoffs. There's none at all. That's very interesting. Okay, I didn't even know that, to be fair, guys. There's normally a 12:30, 3 o'clock kickoff, but seems it's not today. Unless I go to the. Oh, did I tell you what happened in my league? I was like 30, go to 2. The ones are a bit of a issue. Like I said, I've had a bad week, but I've took a -4. I was only 12 behind, but I've caught up. He was 30 odd points ahead of me here. And then these are about 28, 27 points, 28 points ahead of me now. Because I'm -4. But if Madison can score a hat trick and James can decide to do something absolutely phenomenal this week at Mitrovic, I need Kane to blank and not score a single goal. I need Spurs to not even score a goal against bloody Brighton, but I know for a fact it ain't going to happen. But I'm quite happy to be fair. 494 points. It's pretty much a 500 point mark this season. So I'm only about like 20 points between me and the pro players at the minute. Just because I didn't take that Madison point last week. If I would have took Madison last week, then obviously I would have been up there as well. Zaha hasn't paid off yet. Zaha should pay off this week. So I could see a possible 2-goal haul for Zaha, if you ask me. He's blanked the last couple, yes. You know, he's blanked against Newcastle, fair enough. He's blanked against Chelsea. I was kind of expecting that. But now you've got Leeds, Leicester, Wolves, Everton, Southampton, West Ham, Nottingham Forest and Fulham and Bournemouth. That's a fixture run right there. Where he's going to be kept all the way there. All of them. I'll keep him on every single one. The only time I'd look to get rid of him is going to be game week 19 because of this fixture run. 8, 9, 10 games, one good fixture. But after that, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ignore that fixture, and he's got 7, 8, 9 fixtures good in a row, pretty much. And then Tottenham, but I just bench him for Tottenham. Same with Madison. I want to keep him all the way up till game week 16 now because I bought him in. That would be the goal. So obviously, the goal would be to bench him City, and then play him obviously Everton, West Ham. Haaland. My thoughts were hold the transfer after this week, and then go Haaland to Kane. Get the transfer after game week 11. Go back into Haaland when it comes to game week 13. So I'd have Kane essentially for game week 11 and game week 12. Possibly over Haaland, I'd have him for game week 11. But I probably won't do that because Haaland's a menace. But there's a possibility I'll take a punt. Possible. Just because I could have those 2 back-to-back weeks with Kane. And then bring Haaland back in. Which gives me a lot of leeway because I think he's got some decent fixtures that week. But I'll tell you what he's got. Let's go to fixtures for today quickly. Yeah, we've got some late games today. Damn. Why the hell is the Forest game at 10 o'clock? Well. So what have we actually got today? We've got Bournemouth at 5 versus Leicester. Chelsea at 5. Where the hell is the oh, there. No, if I can tell you that. Oh, so we've got Liverpool tomorrow. Man U are playing tomorrow. Which is my own team. West Ham's playing tomorrow, Fulham. So essentially I've got 1, 2, 3 players playing tomorrow. The rest today. Isn't bad. I need Haaland to get like 5 goals against Southampton. I was going to triple captain him, but then I thought it was too risky. But if Salah can bag a hat-trick, what I really need, and is the only way I can actually see myself going first place this week, is a Zaha haul and a Maddison hat-trick. If Maddison gets a hat-trick in my league, it would boost me really far. And if James gets a clean sheet. Because like, if he was to get a hat-trick, that makes it from -4 and a free transfer, right? So he'll be on like 18 points. Well, 20, but -4, that took 16. Plus James is 6. So I essentially have 22. Which isn't bad. Isn't bad at all. We go down here. I was going to play Raya over Sanchez. I am obviously going to change it before half one, possibly, to Raya in goal. But to be honest with you, saying that no, it should be Sanchez just because of the fact that he'll get more save points. That's it. Like, I know that he got a 2-pointer. But how many saves did he get? 5. So if he goes and gets like 10 saves against Spurs, which he could easily do, the amount of chances Spurs will have, and possibly get a clean sheet, could have like a 10-pointer. But that's not going to happen, because I guarantee Spurs will score. And I guarantee it'll probably be him in bloody Son again. And he'll go and get a hat-trick or something stupid, just because I was contemplating bringing him in. I'm a Man U fan, and my heart still says don't get rid of Salah. I'm just having a quick drink, but yeah, my heart's saying don't get rid of Salah. The reason behind that is honestly, any day he could get a hat trick, right? And what is the point of me dropping Salah now for KDB just for Southampton, and then they've got Liverpool anyway? And I think Salah's probably going to click on that game because it's Man City and do something. And West Ham, Forest, and Leeds, he could easily get a hat trick here, easily, guaranteed, guaranteed. West Ham, couple goals. Leeds, I'm unsure. Their defence looks alright. Tottenham, I reckon he could bag 1 or 2. Southampton, Aston Villa, Leicester, Brentford, Brighton, Chelsea, Wolves, Everton. You know, Newcastle, Crystal. I don't want to do anything against Man U because it's my team, but Bournemouth. I think he'll redeem himself against Bournemouth next fixture. And I will be captaining him on that game week 27, depending on what Haaland's got. Crystal Palace. With that 25 Bournemouth week and that Nottingham Forest and Aston Villa. I hope these are a double game week here, because imagine that, Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest on a double game week. Well, that would absolutely fly my points through the roof. I'm not going to lie, I'm definitely going to captain them against Forest, because they lost like 6-0 to City and they'll lose again like 6-0, so I'm not kind of worried about captaining them against them. But to be fair, it's like one of them. I have got my comments. I'll be reading through all the comments now before half one. Any advice on your teams, obviously, put that below. We'll talk a bit more about the games and stuff now, and then we'll probably get off. Like I was saying, though, for me, it's a bit of a ballsy move I took this week. I've had like a minus. I think I say a minus 16. I think I've took a minus 12 this year. I think anyway. Yeah, I think I took a minus 12. I had my first minus 4 into Isaac. Minus 4 out of Isaac and minus 4 into Madison. And I didn't take a minus 4 into Mitrovic. Yeah, I took a minus 12. A lot of people are contemplating Mitrovic playing today. But I see him playing. I see him fighting through and playing the whole game. And even if he doesn't, and he plays the Bournemouth games instead, it's say, one, I don't need to take a minus 4 to get him out. I've got Saliba on the bench who could easily get a goal, as he's shown us before. He could easily go and get a goal against Liverpool. He's done it twice, where he's got goal horse. So he could easily do it again. Obviously, if Andreas doesn't play, I've got the Silva. But Andreas, to be honest, against West Ham, this guy's a gem. Like, this guy could easily get a goal or an assist this week against West Ham. It really wouldn't surprise me. And Bournemouth, he'll get a couple assists to Mitrovic, so I'm quite happy with that lineup. I'd say it's probably one of the best lineups I've had all season. Fair. So I could easily see Tony actually, because Tony has a habit now. I've just gone onto the podcast team for some reason. Right, Tony has a habit now of where he tends to blank. Look, blanks twice, score. That's what he's been like the last couple of games, but whether he's going to do that again. But I think, to be fairness, he should have scored against Bournemouth. He had more than enough chances against Bournemouth and messed it up. -5. Wait, did he? Oh, according to that, -5, but he ain't got -5 points. Unless he missed a penalty, but I don't think he did. You can't have -5 points because he didn't even have a penalty. What's the game on about? This one annoys me. The game decides to be stupid and really, really pees me off. I'm still happy with top 2 men on 494 points. 30 gap. When it gets to like the game week 16, I can rebalance my team and go really different to everyone else, and it starts paying off. That's when I'll find I'll reach top 200k, top 100k. Happens every year. And then I'll obviously slowly go down to the 70k, 50k. So I'm not really worried with the rank I'm on. I know I could get rid of this rank back down to like 400k within 2 weeks, as long as I make the right decisions. Obviously, that -16 has buggered me. Or -12, whatever it was. Yeah, -12 has buggered me. I'm on 490, obviously. But I would have been on 502. It wouldn't have been a massive difference, but I wouldn't have been close to my brother. But then I wouldn't have the players I've got now for this week. And I wouldn't have made the decisions I did. Now, Jesus probably keeping over Isaac just because of this week and last week was probably a hold. And I shouldn't have got rid of him. And that has screwed me off about 7 points. Well, 9 points, sorry. It screwed me off about 9 points. I took a -4, so it screwed me about 13 points. So obviously some moves I made. I want my gut that I regret. My gut was saying Madison last week. I did tell you guys to go and get Madison, so I hope you did. But obviously I didn't because I'm a numpty. But it paid off, I suppose. But keeping Rashford was a bit of a dumb move. I'll probably find that Rashford gets a hat-trick today and he blanks just because I've switched. But that's football for you. Anyway, guys, this is going to be the end of my video today. So I hope you have a great day. My captaincy option for this week, obviously, is Haaland. My vice captain will be Salah or KDB, whoever you've got. Make sure you try and get Maddison in before the deadline, if you can. Or Zaha. Big pulls, but I'd try to get Maddison. And yeah, I hope you all have a good day. And if you've got any comments below, asking me what team stuff you want me to sort out, any options for your teams, just let me know. And whether you should trouble captain, bench boost, when and how, and what to do. Just let me know, and I'll respond as quickly as I can. So yeah, peace, boys. See you in a bit. Bye.